Hello, a very good afternoon and welcome to Phillip Island, where this man is the talk of the town for the first time since 2012, and Casey Stoner. Australia gets to cheer on a home hero from the front row of a MotoGP grid. Thriller Miller digging deep late on to take third spot after a fantastic qualifying session as he gets an embrace from his mum, from Dad Peter there as well, giving him a big high five and a pat on the back as well. It was a thrilling session in the end, a day for Yamaha to celebrate. Pole position for Fabio Quartararo, Jack Miller in third, Marco Bezzecchi, who was the big favourite going into it, in second in the end. And you have to say, it's wide open going into today's sprint and tomorrow's Grand Prix. For the first time since Japan 2019, no Ducatis inside the top 5 of a MotoGP qualifying session. Bring to an end a streak of 94 straight Grand Prix where Ducati have had a bike on the front row of the grid. It is wide open going into today. And this man, the star of the show, Jack, great job, mate.
Look at you.
I'm everywhere.
You're waiting for me. It's a good morning so far. Really happy with how things are going. I was disappointed yesterday, Arvo, after practice, just weren't able to make the steps between FP1 to then. But no, we got stuck in last night and we were able to get it a little bit more stable without compromising anywhere else. And I was stoked already, just coming out of Q1. And then on the used tyre in that Q2 already, I went 2/10 better. And then
26 on used rubber.
Yeah, I was stoked on that. And then because we come out of Q1, you're speaking with the boys now. Cheers, Jono. Thanks, mate. They didn't turn the tyre warmer on because you don't know if you're going to get that extra tyre or not, because it's always a gamble. So the tyre was frozen. The bloody second tyre we threw in was still cold or not on temp. So I went out of pit lane. She come around on me in turn 1. I was like, oh, that's weird. We went into 2 and she come around. I went straight in the gravel. I was like, oh, well. So it took me a good 2 laps to sort of just going steady and really just trying to work the rear tyre. And then I was able to find the back end of Fabio and throw the lasso around. And happy enough with how things went, Matt, man. How are you, mate?
Oh, great job. Good luck this afternoon. I'll let you go get prepped.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
There we go. Top job by Jack Miller onto the front row of the grid to send these home fans wild. They're going to be giving him such a boost, such a support later on today and into tomorrow as well. And by the way, talking about tomorrow, do need to tell you we have had a schedule change. The MotoGP race will be starting 1 hour later than originally planned. So originally it was 2 o'clock local time. It now will be 3 p.m. local time, the start of tomorrow's MotoGP encounter. You see the back end of Fabio Quartararo. Give us away, Fabio. Good job, mate. Well done. There we go. Pole position for the main man, number 20, FQ20, taking what I believe was 20th MotoGP pole position. And where did he find that lap from? He just does it time and time again. We thought that pole position was Marco Bezzecchi's holding that advantage of 0.3 of a second, and then Fabio digs in and just does the most ridiculous things. That is why he is regarded as one of the top talents on the MotoGP grid, and that is exactly why in around 6 months' time, probably even less than that, when we start to look at those new contracts for 2027, that man is going to be at the top of every single factory shopping list. They will want Fabio Quartararo on their bike, and for good reason, because if you put a race-winning machine under him, you will get results. There is no doubt in his talent. He does it time and time again. Brilliant from Fabio Quartararo. And you have to say, job done in the end for Marco Bezzecchi. It was a messy session. Yellow flags, he got held up by Bagnaia, held up by Marini, and as a result we're going to see the FIM stewards taking a look and reviewing 3 incidents in that one. 2 involving Brad Binder, firstly with Johann Zarco, secondly with, who else did he hold up as well? I can't remember who it was now. The second one anyway with Johann Zarco, and we'll see Marco Bezzecchi not... well, he won't be getting a penalty, but we'll be looking at the incident that involved him and Pecco Bagnaia, maybe Bagnaia, falling foul of dawdling on the racing line. We'll have to see with that one. We didn't really get a full image of any of the incidents, but of course the FIM MotoGP stewards have got more cameras than we do during the live feed, so they'll get a full image of exactly what happened, and we'll have news shortly, I imagine. Second row of the grid, another interesting one. Rafa Fernandez just proving the potential of the Aprilia. Pedro Acosta, second row of the grid. You feel that he's going to be in with a great shot as well. And then Alex Marquez rounding out that second row of the grid after, is it going to fly out of my face, after 2 crashes, the second of which, a big one down at turn 1. Luckily, Alex was up on his feet, but was definitely feeling the effects of that. That is a fast place to go down. Third row of the grid, fronted by Fermin Aldeguer. I mean, the first 3 rows of the grid are filled, littered with race-winning candidates going into tomorrow. We can't forget that Bez probably is the fastest man out there. In fact, no probably about it, is the fastest man out there. But the fact that he's got a double long lap penalty to overcome tomorrow just makes it wide open. So incredibly unpredictable. I've got no idea who's going to be winning, who's going to be on the podium tomorrow. So tune in, enjoy, because if we don't know, then it should make it pretty interesting viewing. I think anything could happen. The most interesting thing of all, we definitely need to be keeping an eye on, is with regards to Fabio Quartararo. All weekend long, he's been saying, I will gamble on the soft rear tyre tomorrow. The last time someone did that was Jorge Martin in 2023, when, of course, it spectacularly backfired on that final lap, where, despite having a 5-second advantage, they were able to close in the space of 4 laps. And in the end, he finished in 5th. It nearly worked if it wasn't for those final couple of laps. But Quartararo is adamant he's going to make it work. The thing is, with the Yamahas, as soon as they go to the harder option rear tyre, they drop like a stone. They're not competitive in any way whatsoever, so they're almost forced to gamble. The thing is, can Quartararo get it to the finish? You feel as though he's going to start fast tomorrow and just hope to cling on. It should make it a fascinating race. But after we've managed to fully go through everything that happened in that qualifying session, which has taken longer than normal, as always, we've got some giveaways. What are we starting with, Sophia? Let's start with the pole man. A Monster Energy Yamaha cap. We need to find some victims to try and gift it to. As always, we're going to aim for our younger MotoGP fans that have made the trip here today, and I'm sure we'll be enjoying the sunshine. And what question can we go for? What maybe? Oh, here we are. We've maybe got a friend here that we might be able to give. She already got a Fabio Quartararo cap. Let's give a big wave. Would you like? I see you've already got a Fabio cap. Would you? It's an old one, so we need a new one. But you've got to answer a question for me, if that's okay. So, trying to think of a tough one for you. Are you a big fan?
Yes.
What's your name, by the way?
Mia.
Maya. Nice to meet you. I'm Jack. Can you remember what year Fabio won his World Championship, the MotoGP World Championship?
2021.
Yes, it was. Well done. There you go. Congratulations, Maya. Now you can... Although this one is signed, though. Is that by Fabio?
Yes.
It is. So we need to make sure we get this one signed as well, don't we?
Yes.
So, big question now. Who's going to win the sprint later today?
Fabio, hopefully.
Okay. And second and third?
Bez and Mia.
Mia, Joan Mir, I like it. Good prediction. Well, enjoy the new cap, Maya. Enjoy today. Are you coming tomorrow as well?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, enjoy the weekend. There we go. One happy customer. Now, we need an Aprilia fan. Who's a fan of Marco Bezzecchi, who is in desperate need of a brand new Simply the Bez MB72 cap? Again, let's see if we can find one of our younger MotoGP fans. Oh, I've spotted one, although he is already decked head to toe in Marco Bezzecchi merch. So, let me see. What about this young chap here? He's got, in fact, he's a Martinator fan. I think I might have found a young man here who may want to potentially win a brand new Marco Bezzecchi cap. How are you, sir?
Good.
Nice to meet you. My name is Jack. What's your name?
Valentino.
Valentino. Oh, yes. Where did you get that name from?
Valentino Rossi.
Ah, okay. Are you a fan of Marco Bezzecchi? No. Oh, right. Wrong answer. Say yes, Valentino.
No.
No, it's not. Who are you a fan of?
Marquez.
Oh, Marquez. Oh, no. Well, have we got... let's swap it. He's a Marc Marquez fan. So, how about... Is that better? Okay, so, to win this cap, Valentino, you just need to tell me what number is Marc Marquez?
93.
93, there you go. Good man. That'll keep you warm tomorrow. Good job, Valentino. Give me a fist bump. Good work. There we go. We managed to swap it out. And now we've got one more. Where is our cap? Let's see. What about this? Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Very shy. Would you like to win a Marco Bezzecchi cap? His name is Marco. Do you know what? Just for that, no question. Marco, would you like a new cap? No? Oh, he's a bit shy. I'll give it to Mum and Dad, though. There you go. A cap from Marco to Marco. Enjoy the weekend. There we go, guys. Good to see young Marco is getting a cap for his namesake. It's a good job. Sophia just there in the back corner doing that late switch to make sure young Valentino, who isn't a Marco Bezzecchi fan, he's a Marc Marquez fan, is able to get his factory Ducati woolly hat to keep him warm tomorrow through those high winds. So great job overall. Let's wander down to the bottom of pit lane before we say goodbye, just to see if we can grab any further reaction. Because I have to say, it was one of the most thrilling qualifying sessions we've had for some time. Obviously, it's a huge shame the fact that Marc Marquez isn't here this weekend, and we have had updates throughout the weekend where he is aiming to try and return for Valencia for the season finale. But as a result of Marc not being here, he's wide open, and it makes it, for me, without a doubt, the most unpredictable, the most difficult to understand weekend of the year so far. Anybody could be on that podium in tomorrow's Grand Prix. Bez will go into the sprint later today as the huge favourite. There's no denying that. But the big question mark for him is he has to get the start right. 2 times in Mandalika, he made a real hash of the start. The first because of a problem with the clutch. The second because he was rushed into it and his reaction time was noticeably slower. So he has to get that right today. If he does, big favourite, and I think he's going to be difficult to stop. But tomorrow, I mean, let me just list some of the names that could be contending tomorrow. You've got the front row, Fabio Quartararo, Marco Bezzecchi, Jack Miller, all within a great shot. Ralph Fernandez has got a great shot. As we see, who have we got here? Oh, is this a proposal? Stop right there. This is quite a special occasion, and I want to work out exactly what has happened here. I'm seeing, is that a new ring? It is a new ring on the finger, and I think the words yes were said. Hello, guys. How are you? I'm just trying to work out what's happened here, but I think a very big question has just been asked. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Come from France to the proposal.
And what was the answer to the big question?
C'était quoi la réponse?
Oui.
Yes.
It was a we. It was a we. Let's see the new ring. Look at that. Congratulations to you both. And you've come all the way from France. First time here?
Yeah, first time in Australia, yeah.
And what do you make of it so far?
I don't, excuse me.
Are you a fan of Phillip Island?
You
like it?
Yeah. I say to him, we go here because it's my favorite track.
Yeah.
All around the world, it's my favorite track, yeah.
And you're supporting Joan Zarco?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Jean
French,
Zarco, the French
two
guys,
French, yeah.
the French rider.
Most from Marc,
Yeah.
but he's still not here.
Yeah. Well,
But we are happy for French rider, French pole position. That's very nice.
well, what a day. You've said yes, and Fabio Quartararo on pole position
Yeah,
for France.
that's very good, yeah.
Not bad. Well,
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
it is. Congratulations,
Thank
guys. Wish you a lifetime of happiness and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much.
There we go. A nice proposal. There we go. The big question. And she was able to, without any hesitation, say, we. I don't know. Does anyone know what French for I do is? French for I do? No. But anyway, she said we. That's the most important thing. Right. And on that, thank you very much for joining us here in Phillip Island. I have to say, a weekend of giveaways so far. And last reminder, every race tomorrow, 1 hour later. So if you're getting up in the middle of the night in Europe or in the evening in the US or South America or over here on this side of the world as well, remember, it was 2 p.m. local time here in Melbourne to start the MotoGP race. It is now 3 p.m. Don't forget it. Make sure you're here for tomorrow's Australian Grand Prix because, as I said, it is anyone's to win, and it's going to make an absolute belter. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a week's time from Malaysia.